Good Saturday evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Nathan Scott. Thanks for joining me here on THV 11 Plus as we discuss round two with this major winter storm that continues to impact the natural state and a large part of the country. Before we dive into things, I just want to give you a reminder because we have this brand new feature on THV 11 Plus, and that is live radar 24/7. All you have to do is go ahead and scan that QR code right there with your phone, and that will lead you directly to our live radar that will continuously go on for 24 hours, 7 days a week. And right now the radar is lighting up with several colors because we have so much going on as another round of a potpourri of precipitation makes its way into Arkansas. So we're not going to waste your time. We're going to jump into it right now. First of all, let's talk about the temperatures and the wind chill, because if you've been outside, it is brutal. We've got numbers into the teens. They really haven't budged much at all for today because that Arctic air straight from the frozen tundra of Canada continues to pour its way in from the northeast and east. We're at 14 here in Little Rock, but it feels like one above zero. It feels like below zero for you folks in Searcy. It feels like 4 in Arkadelphia with an air temperature of 16. It's 20 degrees in Texarkana, 20 in Fort Smith, and 10 degrees in Harrison. So you get the idea. Everybody is in the deep freeze for tonight, and this will continue to be the case over the next several days. We still have winter storm warnings in effect for most of Arkansas, with the exception of Columbia County, Union County, Ashley County, and Chico County. You're under an ice storm warning all the way through Sunday because you're going to have the potential of seeing ice that's going to accrete or collect on trees, on power lines, and that could cause some power outages out there tonight and also into Sunday. There's a dangerous cold. We have this extreme cold warning. It used to be called a wind chill warning, but now the new terminology by the National Weather Service is known as an extreme cold warning. And the bottom line is we will have wind chills of 10 below zero to as low as 20 below zero. And this warning has been extended until Tuesday at noon. So we had that THV 11 weather impact alert all the way really through Monday now, and it's just because of the extreme cold temperatures. The precipitation will start to wind down on Sunday. So once again, don't travel if you don't have to, because the roads, they're miserable. They are ice covered, they are snow covered, and they are going to stay that way probably all the way until Tuesday for many areas. Watching out for potential of icy trees, down power lines, where there is freezing rain. We'll get more into that ice forecast in the next few minutes. And also, hopefully, you are streaming water through all of your faucets, because freezing pipes and pipes bursting happens in this type of weather. Now, we've had a little bit of snow out there, quite a bit of sleet across the region, and here are all the reports coming in to the National Weather Service, and you see them really populating the map. Right over central Arkansas, snow, into northwest Arkansas now, and then there's the ice as expected. It was going to be pretty much south of Little Rock, but definitely into South Arkansas. Roger, can we go to Storm Track 11, because we're going to put some numbers on here, and you could take this full, please. So these are the same reports that came in to the National Weather Service, and we'll zoom in on some locations. This is over the past 12 hours. The big jackpot winner around Pulaski County, believe it or not, was the Little Rock office, the North Little Rock office, the National Weather Service, came in with around 7.8 inches. Now that's a combination of snow and also sleet. More of the same 8 inches around Gibson. And then we only had 2 inches, I believe that's snow, Bryant. So it was a large variety all across central Arkansas, just because we were on that line of where it was sleeting to the south, but then you had a band of heavy snow develop last night right across Pulaski County and over the metro. Meanwhile, to the north, a lot of people are saying, what happened? We're not seeing any snow. Well, that's where round 2 comes into play. And when we go over to Max 1 now, we do have round 2 continue to spread its way in here from Oklahoma, from the Red River Valley of Texas. The blue, that's where the computer is saying it's snow. It's not necessarily snow, although I'll get into why we're seeing snow out there right now in just 1 second. But the pink, that's where it's going to be more of a sleet, maybe some freezing rain happening. And when we take a look at the expanse of the system, it's still out into New Mexico. The upper level part of the system is out here. So this all has to make its way through our neck of the woods before things start to wind down. The snow's happening right now. See all this snow? Huge shield of snow into Oklahoma and Texas, and this is all aimed at northwest Arkansas and north Arkansas. So I know you feel like you missed out on round 1, but round 2 is going to make up for that, and you will have several inches of snow tonight. The snow ratios are still very high, so it's not going to take much moisture to produce easily 5 to 10 inches of snow. Maybe someone gets a foot of snow out there tonight in that part of the state because the temperature profile in northwest Arkansas and north Arkansas is a snow profile. It is freezing from or freezing and below from the surface all the way up to the cloud level. Here in central Arkansas, we have a complex scenario because we've been telling you that we had this layer of warm air, and that certainly is in place. That's why we had sleet out there last night across a large part of the region, but we've had snow out there today. And it's interesting because below the layer of warm air, the temperatures are so cold that snowflakes have been able to develop and produce this light snow across the region. That is somewhat of a curveball because a lot of us thought it would stay as sleet, but you have what's known as the dendritic growth zone, and it's a specific temperature range that snowflakes form, and we're experiencing that just above the surface. It's about 2,500 to 3,000 feet above the surface. The clouds are producing snowflakes, and they're beautiful snowflakes. If we can go over to Storm Track 11, because I went outside and I took a picture using my Android cell phone. These are your classic snowflakes that you cut out construction paper that you would see in a cartoon or a movie that you would think, okay, that is a 100% typical snowflake. That's known as a dendrite, and that's what we have flying out there tonight because of this special case, I guess you want to say. It's usually not this cold here in Arkansas when you're this close to the surface, but we have this phenomenon for this to happen. So if you have an opportunity to check out the snowflakes, and if you have a good camera, put something black and that doesn't have any like threads or anything, because I tried on my gloves and it just didn't work as well. A very smooth surface, and see if you can get some pictures of snowflakes out there tonight. And if you do, send them in our direction, 501-376-1111, or you can go ahead and post them on my Facebook page. All right, let's go back over to Max. Thank you, Roger. And we'll take a closer look here on what's happening. We'll get into more detail to see what's happening with all of the different types of precipitation, and we can actually break it down. Now, this is the computer saying this, but if there is snow happening in this area of Logan County, Johnson County, Pope County, these are some pretty hefty bands of snow. And if that is happening, that's easily an inch of snow per hour. And I think that will be the case out there for northwest Arkansas, for the Ozarks, and also into north Arkansas. If this is sleet, that's going to add up significantly too. So let me see if I can go over and take a look at our other tool here. And I'm going to have to do this again with this place file folder. I'll have to do that again later. I used to have icons that showed up and would tell us exactly what type of precipitation is falling, but right now that option's not working on that computer. So we've got either heavy snow or really heavy sleet happening where all these brighter colors are occurring over the river valley.